Hi Sagittarius, this is Luciani Porte. I am here to give you your weekly advice forecast. Thank you so much for coming to this channel. I am so honored to be giving you your message for this week. So Sagittarius weekly advice energy. Weekly advice for Sagittarius. Okay, let's get right into it. All right. Wow, this is a really beautiful reading, Sagittarius. In the center of your reading, you have Oshun in the traditional tarot Rider Waite. That would be your your Empress, number 3, right? Ruler of number 3. In terms of whatever you want in life, Sagittarius, is going to come into fruition. It's going to come in actual action. And you're going to be using this beautiful flowing energy, right? You'll be using this water energy, flowing communication, high emotional intelligence that's going into some, I guess, actions that you're going into that there's like somewhat of a slow up in terms of what you're actualizing. It could be some sort of battle, some kind of contract agreement, job related. I can also see just collaborations. I'll definitely believe that at the end of the day, you have to use the 7 of fire because you're hitting some sort of like, maybe it's one of those things where you know what you have to do, but you're at that point of solitude, like, okay, before I make a decision on anything, let me now sit with this and see where to actually go. You have the courage to go against any difficulties that are in front of you, Sagittarius. There's nothing that you can't do. You have the courage to do whatever adversity that you're going through. And as a result of that, communication comes in, harmony comes in, balance comes in, collaborative, just everything that just comes aligned with that message coming in. But I would just say keep in mind of the fact that some offers that might be coming into you, just be a little weary of it. Do your research on it. Also, just be very cautious of arrogance and pride that might get in the way of how you're communicating to others. We know that you are highly intelligent. You have a lot to say. You do have a message of peace and love to give to others. But you don't want it to come across in a way that is like too overconfident to the point of arrogance and pride, I would suggest. I would definitely say that at the end of the day, though, just stick to what you've agreed to. Anything that you've now put your mind to, just don't let yourself down, Sagittarius. You have every aspiration in life. Protection, inspiration, protection, everything. You have all of those divinities right there aside you to finish any creation or projects or tasks, procedures, anything. Anything that you feel like is just, I see a lot of fire energy here. So you could also be dealing with another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. However, the focus here is like really you tapping into your own fire energy and getting the things, really completed at this point. Don't let anything discourage you. This is what's going to come out as your outcome. What's going to be established for yourself is that, yet again, you're going to find this courage. You know who you are. You know that fire is inside of you. That courage and tenacity to get all of these agreements and contracts and projects and creations that you want done for yourself. There's performance and achievement here. You know, you have the truth is guiding you, and love is there for you. You know what I mean? Anything that you can, you have the anything that you ever wanted for yourself is really all about your willpower at the end of the day. How much do you really want it? How much are you willing to go after it? You know, attack your dreams, your creations, your projects, Sagittarius, because energy is here to support you. Just don't get drowned out in arrogance or pride or anything like that, because at the end of the day, you know, you are a great communicator. You have something to say. You are a beautiful speaker, critic. You have a lot of experience. So you have these elements here to support you, you know. Your spiritual advice here is letting you know that don't get too hung up on what's bad, what's not going right. Don't get hung up on the imbalance that you might could be feeling. This can also mean, for others, this can also mean there's a lack of faith that you might be having in something. Okay, this also means that you really might abstain yourself from something that feels like, you know, I would say like gluttony, or it could be sex, it could be anything. But anything that you feel like is holding you back, it's time for you to release it. You don't want to have an excess of too much enjoyment, right? You know, I know a lot of Sagittarius is, I mean, my moon is in Sagittarius. I have a Sagittarius Saturn. Like, most of my planets are in my 9th house. So I know party animal all the way, okay? It might be time for you to kind of slow that down a little bit, Sagittarius, and focus on your creations here. Because you gotta, like, really stick to it. Energy is here saying, like, you really gotta attack. You gotta attack with fortitude, with information, with speed, you know, because you are constantly reflecting on it. You know who you are. This is how you're feeling. You feel like a warrior and everything. Faithful, a great lover, a great partner, a great friend. You know what I mean? And what you might be reflecting on is productivity, process, progression in your work and your creations, whatever you're working towards. I kind of don't see relationship here, but if this is a tie to a relationship, you might want to be more into some sort of progress in a relationship, that it has a lot of work that needs to be done, and someone's pride and arrogance is really coming, shining through, and their access of pleasure, or it could be vice versa. It could be you having access of pleasure where it's hindering the relationship, because you have 9 of water here in the reverse, and your what needs to be completed in terms of 9, if you look at the numerology of completion, is 9. You know, you don't want to be, I would say, you don't want to make too many mistakes, because that's, if you know, listen, partying, having a good time, having an excess amount of fun is really hindering you, and it's also could possibly create mistakes or overindulgence. So it's coming up in the sector of like you're overindulging yourself into some things that you might gotta want to scale back from, because you don't want those little things to kind of get in the way of the progression you want for yourself, Sag. You know, because at the end of the day, whatever you are going to work on, this is the end of your read, and it's going to come into full fruition with power, with just a beautiful plan here, and it comes all together. Okay, so just I would just say, just kind of like watch how you're indulging yourself in certain things. Don't let your pride, arrogance get in the way. And this is vice versa. Is this someone in your environment, in your life, that really needs to calm down on their arrogance and like slow down the partying, slow down something that's just, they're doing too much of something that's getting in the way of their productivity. Because at the end of the day, you're shining and you know who you are, and this is a beautiful reading. So if you like what you see, please click the like and subscribe button. I'll do weeklies. You can check me next week for your weekly, guys. So have a great week, and I'll see y'all next week. Bye.